coaching your people, or are you barking orders like a mad pirate captain instead? Hello, my name is Greg Story. I'm the president of Dale Carnegie Training here in Japan at Dale Carnegie in the High Performance Center, and we're talking about coaching today. And the interesting thing is people often think they're coaching, but in fact, it's not really coaching. Giving orders, well, that's not coaching. Do this, do that, I want this done by this time, get this ready for me. That's not coaching, that's just giving orders. So we start to get a bit confused about what is actually coaching, but one step before coaching is to get people open to change, because coaching normally involves asking them to do something different to what they're normally doing. And so they've got to be ready to make some sort of alteration to their comfort zone to start doing something new based on what you're telling them. But are they really open? So today I'm going to talk a little bit about sort of a pre-step to the coaching process to get people ready to accept the things that you're explaining to them. And one of those things is building trust. And you say, oh yeah, trust. What does that mean? Well, it means many things. Do what you say you're going to do, being consistent, not being moody. Oh, Greg's in a great mood today. Oh, Greg's in a bad mood today. Oh, I'll bring this project up. Oh, no, I don't think so. He doesn't look too happy. Maybe I'll leave that project till tomorrow and raise the subject with him then. This is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is people are consistently happy to work with you. They feel that you are actually working to help them, and they feel comfortable with you. So how do we get to that stage? One of the things we need to be doing is establishing a better relationship with people. And how do we do that? It's through our communication skills and also our feedback skills on how they're doing with their job. If you're in the habit of giving people recognition for their work, then they're going to be much more open to coaching than otherwise, because you're building that relationship, you're building that trust, playing to their strengths. We often find that we're critique finders. We're often looking for what's not working and we're focusing in on that to correct it. But we forget that, that's a small part of the overall person. Many things they're doing are really doing very, very well. But we're not actually mentioning that. We're not telling them that. So we need to start thinking about how we can establish that good trust and relationship through feeding back strength recognition and praise, what they're doing. Except very few people do praise well. They, in Japanese we have terms like gokoro sama deshita after they've done the project, or skare sama deshita after they've done the project. Thank you for your efforts, appreciate that. But it's a bit vague, because you think about it. People have massive jobs these days. They've got so many things they can be working on. Yet, we are focusing on maybe one thing. How do we actually get them to really understand that the thing that they did was good? And how do we hone in on that? So this is where, when we're giving praise, we've got to be learning to change a little bit the way we do it. Like, good job is not good praise. It's, yeah, so what? I have many things in my job. Which particular thing was good? So we've got to recognize that thing. It's no good saying, good job. What was the good job? What part of it was good? What do we like about it? What is the significance of that? And how do we focus in on that? So a smart idea is, instead of saying good job, is to say something like, Suzuki-san, thank you very much. I've read the report you've done on the new marketing program. That's excellent work. And what I particularly like about it is you've really done a good job of looking at the possible barriers and look at the possible problems we're going to meet as we try to make this thing a reality. That, I think, is very, very good. So that was very helpful. I think we got a good idea of where we're going with this. So I appreciate that. That's going to make it very easy for the team when we come to execute. Keep doing your good job. It's excellent work. That focus was great. Appreciate that. Keep doing it. You're doing a great job. So the great job, keep doing it, all is wrapped around the fact that the report they did had a particular aspect to it which was excellent. And that was, okay, you're going to help the team to look at potential barriers, you're going to come up and deal with those early. So when we're giving praise, that's the type of thing we've got to be giving them and explaining to them, because then they go, oh, I did that, yes, that was good. Oh, that's going to help the team. That's how it fits into the big picture. I feel happy about that. And that is more encouraging. So as you're giving praise and recognizing particular things, then people are much more happy to accept guidance from you when you come to help them with aspects of their work, because they don't feel fear. They don't feel they're going to get scolded. The boss is going to be critiquing them and criticizing them all the time, because they know the boss has a history, the boss has a habit of helping them. So you've got to build up that little pre-part before you get into the actual coaching. And we're going to talk about coaching in a later Facebook Live. So again, all this stuff is knowable, doable. Where would you know this stuff? How would you know to do this? Well, you can sort of bumble around and work it out yourself. Maybe you might read a few books. That's always good. Or you could come and do some training with us. You know, we have got excellent programs on leadership. We've got a number of things going. On people skills, we have the Dale Carnegie course, Effective Human Relations and Communication. That's a really good program. We have things like the High Impact Presentations program, which is really about building influence and having a lot of persuasion power. We have things like Leadership Training for Managers, excellent program. It's a really concrete and very complete program that takes you right from A to Z, all the things you need to know about leadership. It might be step up to leadership if you're a new leader and you're going from having no particular expertise as a leader to suddenly being given the role of a leader, being promoted, how to deal with that. So there are a number of things we've got going which may be helpful. Also, my podcast, the Leadership Japan series on iTunes or Stitcher, the Leadership Japan series, very, very helpful. 294 episodes. I think 294 comes out this week, actually, maybe tomorrow. 294 maybe tomorrow. A lot of good information there, a lot of material there for you to go through. All the transcripts are there if you prefer to read rather than listen. Or you might like to be at the gym and doing your exercise and listening to these. That's great. Or you might like my TV show, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, where we deal with these aspects around leadership as well. So there are a number of things for you. Plus on our website, we've got some great ebooks, some white papers on leadership too, which you may find helpful. So you go to enjapan.dalecarnegie.com and you'll find that there is a lot of information for you there on our courses, on the resources we have there. Knowledge is key. Knowledge and execution is key. That's where the training comes in. It's not just the training, it's the coaching. It's taking the concepts, it's taking the principles, taking the ideas and applying them and then practicing with correction and coaching, but in a very positive, safe environment. That's what we're offering here at Dale Carnegie Training. And that's what I think is going to help you on your road to become a great leader. So let's think about some of those things today. And particularly when you're giving feedback, and the first thing is to switch from being a fault finder to a strength finder. That's the first thing. When you find the strength and you recognize it, formulate your communication in a way that zeroes in on the particular thing they did that was good. Relate it to what that's going to mean for the whole organization, and their job's important. Encourage them to keep doing it, and then again, praise them at the end. All right.